I walked away from my job. I walked away from my family. I started living a life on the streets. My parents, my kids, they didn't know where I was for like 6 months. I come from a really good family. Did really good in school and got my biology degree and nursing degree, and loved nursing. I got married pretty quickly. We had 2 kids. It just seemed like my life was really good, but it seemed like it was really good on the outside, when inside I was like missing something. I started going out after work with the doctors that I was working with and the nurses and stuff. And it was at one party that there was like this tray that was passed around and it had lines of cocaine on it. And I just did it. And immediately I felt like I had arrived. Like I felt like this is the answer. This is filling that emptiness that I feel. And like from that moment on, I just literally became addicted. Like when they say you can get addicted just doing it once, like it's totally true. I ended up going from cocaine to crystal meth. I just started really living the criminal lifestyle, selling drugs. Like the final weeks of my addiction, I can remember looking in the mirror, and I was 88 pounds, and I was just bruised, just up and down my arms from shooting up, and I didn't even recognize myself. I didn't know who I had become. You know, after I looked in the mirror, I was just disgusted. I had warrants out for my arrest in 3 different counties. I was on a crime spree, just breaking into cars and robbing houses and just doing anything I could to get drugs. And I hit my knees. Like I literally hit my knees, and I just said, God, if you're real, you need to show up, and show up now, because I'm gonna die. And literally 2 days later, I was arrested. And I knew I was gonna do some time, but sitting in the back of that police car, like I just had this overwhelming sense of peace come over me. When I got to prison, like I knew that I needed to work on myself. And I just made a vow to myself walking in those gates that, you know what, you're gonna hold your head up, and you're gonna come out of these gates a better woman, a strong woman. The Academy like made such a huge difference in my life, working on shame. I think as women especially, we carry a lot of it. The Academy helped me to look at that issue. It also helped me to learn how to set boundaries, and just look at issues that do focus just on women. I got saved, definitely got saved in there, so that was awesome. I think I saw parole like the next month after I graduated from the program, and I made parole. Prison fellowship was a huge part of that. So after I got out of prison and looked in the mirror, the main difference that I saw was my eyes. Beforehand, my eyes were so dark and sunken, and my cheeks were sunken, and afterwards, like, I just felt full of life. Life is so good today. Definitely not perfect, but it is so much better than it's really ever been in my whole life. I currently work full-time. I have a really good job. I'm married to an awesome guy. He's just super awesome. He's my 3rd marriage, which I was like, I'm never gonna get married again. But 3rd's a charm, I think, with him. He's a pretty good guy. He treats me so great. So he loves God just like I do. We really focus our life around God and just being stewards of Him. We're really actively involved in our church. Things are just good, you know. It's like I said, it's not perfect, but it's free. It's freedom, and it's just good.